Alright. So when I create, I make something. I can make something from nothing. I can bring something into existence. But the thing when I bring into existence, it's still a company and you know the figure create already. So you are creating from nature, just like artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence comes only for different ideas when they create. And different this and different that. But even all of the things that come from natural intelligence, because natural intelligence is the big vision. But artificial intelligence also creates something. But it creates from the natural intelligence. So if we create something, me is a designer, I'm a graphic designer. We can just create something, make up something, you know, someone has to create something. I create a logo. I create a sign or a symbol. I create something. Out of my head, I just innovate something. Whether that innovation comes from within the spirit or from God or from nature, something creating in nature. From nature, natural creation, you still create something. It's just that you would be a secondary creator from the original creation of universe, of nature. That wouldn't be imitate. Imitate would be like somebody create a juice or a nail or a buck. And if you go create the same size, the shape, the name, this, them perfect, the same color, everything, you'd be an imitator. You imitate from what a person create, come with something natural, different from what a person come in. Innovation means creating new ideas and coming with new ideas, introducing new ideas to whatever your company or your world or to the public or whatever, whosoever you come, you can innovate to. I don't want overtalk. I want to see if you learn from myself.
I heard you with a lot of repetition. You keep repeating yourself and you keep mixing up creation with imitation, innovation, and all of those. Now you have to separate them. You have to decide it. Yeah, well, on no man, quiet. Right?
No, let me not speak correctly. The word is not innovate.
Innovate. All right, good. All right, innovate. All right. Thank you for the correction. But that doesn't take anything away from your conversation or what you're doing in mixing up. You're saying creation and you're saying imitation, right? Innovation, right? Mix them up, right? Now creation is the first. Creation make the space for all that you're saying. Because without creation, it couldn't be possible. Right? Good. So how you get now a secondary creation, right? You call innovation a secondary creation. So what you would call initiation.
Initiation of the start something.
All right. So how you going to start? Well, on man, quiet man. What are you going to start? To Pluto, no, do that to me. What are you going to start?
You ask a question, so I answer.
What are you going to start? Something. You forget that you said something. Yeah. You did not say nothing. Right? You did not say nothing. You said initiation is to start something.
Initiate to put something into effect.
Good, but it is already there. It is already created. What is it? An engine? You're gonna ignite? Because the word initiate comes from the word ignite.
Yes,
So what are you gonna ignite? Right? The thing that you're gonna ignite, don't it have to be created first? Huh?
Yeah. That
Go.
was created.
Yeah, of course.
Nature created it produces resources for we to do another recreation. And that nature it already produced from the creator nature produces human creation.
I just want you to know that we are on live. Right? So you have audience listening to you. Yeah?
Ah, good. No problem.
I want you to understand that. Right?
That is wonderful.
So I don't want you to go out there and say things, right, that will damage your character. So I see he's a young man and you're trying to understand the function of the universe. Yes, because you're an intelligent young man, but I mean, what we want you to do is to stick more to your inner thoughts. Use up your inner thoughts some more. So we are on the subject of creation. Now, you're saying that man can create. I'm just trying to let the audience know, person on the phone line is saying that man can create. And I am saying to him that no man on earth can create anything. What says you? You can join in the conversation, right? You can use the comments section, or you can request to come in the box, and I will let you be a part of this very, very interesting and intriguing discussion. Yes. Remember, not a competition. We are just searching for the facts. Right? Right? So, Mr. Phone Man, man on the phone. Are you there?
Come on, may I try to join in. Hold on.
Oh, you're joining the live. Okay. Hold on. One again. I saw you. You change your logo, don't? Oh. Hold on. No. What is?
I think we might have to disconnect the car.
No. Hold on there. Hold on there, man. I can't see. Okay, let me see now. I try to say I can connect you. Probably I may not do that thing you right, you know. Because I can't. Me see you.
No, why you getting the feedback in the car?
No, I'm not talking about the feedback.
Plus, we are on the phone. So you're going to have to disconnect the phone and use the TikTok line.
Okay, probably. Probably. Mm-hmm. Yes, John Andrews.
Yeah, man.
John Andrews.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Loud and clear. Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's your time now to convince me that man can create something. Go ahead and teach me how man creates something. And also my two viewers. John, John? Where did John go? Well, yeah. A very heated discussion we are having. Yes?
You hear me?
I'm hearing you. You're not hearing me.
Or you want to use about the phone?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, me hearing you.
No, you're all right. You're perfectly all right where you are.
Okay. Go ahead now.
No, I am saying that you ought to explain to our new listeners and viewers your version of creation. Not our yes. The argument is what man can create, or if man or creators. You are saying yes, man can create, and I'm saying no. Right? So could you please now tell us why you said man can create?
Alright, the reason why I state that man can create, and I state it, man can create because the word create means to make. Right?
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, man, you're hearing me, right?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Call. Well,
Okay.
interrupt the thing a while ago. So go ahead.
Yeah, man. So as me said, we keep have to be repeating. Alright, so me said the word create means to make something. To make from nothing, to bring something into existence. To produce. Create. Alright, there is an original creation, which is nature, or you can say the universe. Nature creates the whole universe and existence and space, matter, everything that is incorporated in the universe. Nature creates that. So that is a preliminary creation. Meaning when we say preliminary, a first stage of creation. The original creation. Which is nature. Do that. So we have a big up nature. We have a big up the creator. Which is nature. Our God, in a different terminologies, some religion that say God. The Christians that are called the creator. Jesus Christ, which is the one in flesh. We don't go there so still, but one creator. Alright, human beings now. What nature does now, it creates all the resources for human beings to use to do another creation. Or human creation, whichever way you can put it. So if nature produces the trees, minerals, materials, in terms of gold, oil, all things we see nature create, all natural stuff, is resources for we as human beings to use to do another creation, which is human creation. So if I make a bicycle, or if I make a car or a bike, I use the resources from what nature creates, or those resources from the natural creation. So I need those materials that nature creates, the iron, the this, the that, etc. I need all of those to use to produce a car or a bicycle. So I'm going to recreate, I'm going to create again something in the human form. Following?
Yeah, man. Now
You
listen, yeah,
following?
man. Yeah. I'm listening to
All right.
you.
Okay, all right. So what human beings do? I create a car. I manufacture a car. I create the car. I design the car. Nature did not design that car. Nature did not design that bicycle. Nature did not create that bicycle. Nature created the materials and the forces for me or us as a human beings to produce the existing create the bicycle. So I use the materials that nature created and make the bicycle and the car. So I create a bicycle. All and the car. The ideas came from within the spirit, or within the mind, or within my mind. Yeah, the ideas come from nature to create the car and the bicycle. But nature did not design the bicycle itself. And I said must have two wheels, that must have four wheels, that must have that, etc. Those creations come from our mind, which we use. We use is the natural intelligence, the knowledge, and put them together in order and design the car and the bicycle. I'm gonna give a chance.
All right, John. So are you saying to me that men are competing against the Creator? That
No,
human being,
it's not a competition.
who was, hold on, man, human being that were created, turn around and started to compete against creation. That's what you're saying?
Can I speak now?
Ask you a question.
All right, no. The answer is no. It's not a competition.
Explain.
It's a continuation of. It's not. Let me talk. Let me speak. So no, it's not a competition. Human creation is not a competition against natural creation. What human being does is a continuation of the creation of natural creation. But the point that I'm bringing across
hold on. There is not a standard between the Creator and man. That's what you're saying?
Yes, you're gonna have standard in everything because nature consists of standards and principles.
But based on what you have said here a while ago, you would have been saying that there is no difference in standard, it's just a continuation. Continuation is different from innovation, because you would have innovate. You would have to first innovate to continue. Use up the knowledge and also the space that were created by the Creator for you. Me never said like you to innovate. Me never call to create, because creation is already on a standard by itself. So anything coming after that must have to be coming from a lower standard. So the lower standard of creation is innovation. Well, an initiation. What's your thought? What's your thought on that?
Yes, but you're right, You're right what you're saying, but there's explanation needed in order to move forward with this, because you're right what you said. Human beings that creation and what nature requires. The continuation is that we're gonna create things that is tangible. The things that nature creates are those are such that was made not made by man. That is the standard. We don't have those knowledge. And nature creates things for man.
What do you know about the word? What can you tell me about evaluation? Evolve.
Hold on, be specific. Are you saying evaluation or evolve? Which one of the words?
Evolve. My bad. Evolve. How would you place evolve there with creation? I think what is causing probably the bad quality, why we probably not having yeah, you know, there is a welding shop close by where I'm broadcasting from, and yes, you know, that's what you would have heard in the background, the machine. Yes, but John Andrews seems as if he disappeared. We are discussing creation, right?
I'm still here. You hearing me?
I'm hearing you now. Where have you been?
I was always here. I just wasn't hearing up.
Oh, I saw your mic muted.
No, didn't mute the mic.
Well, that's what I saw. I want you to tell me, John. I'm gonna just trying to find out the quality of what is going out here to the people. Are you been hearing me crystal clear, or you hear a noise in the background?
All right, I'm hearing you crystal clear, and I'm also hearing the noise in the background. The noise in the background is not affecting me.
Okay, that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Exactly what I want to know. All right. So we can continue. Yes. Well, the fact of the matter is that anywhere you took it, it has to come back around to creation as the boss for all things. Creation. And it is the boss that leads. You cannot call the boss the tail. The boss is the head. And you cannot equal up the body with the head. You understand me? So, the first human being were not born. The first human being were not made. Right? The first human being did not evolve. The first human being were created. The universe did not build. The universe did not make. The universe were created. So that's a standard that no human being can ever make. If you try to fit in creation, in the creator's shoes, you might become crashing down like the Tower of Babel. I don't know how much you know about the Tower of Babel.
What you must be, let me just repeat, what you must be mindful of, is that you have words, you have many different words with the same meaning.
Yeah, but not so for creation though. Not so
Every
for
word.
creation. Yeah. Not so for all right, because creation
I guess
is a
what I love. I love how you big it. What I love, now, you're bigging up creation, which is right. I'm a big up creation too. You notice how me speak. I said everything comes from creation, but human beings can also create a different creation.
and I'm
Is that
saying to
we
you,
create
sir.
different things. The difference, is that
No.
human
No.
beings create the car. Nature did not create the car. A
No.
human being create the car.
Human being
That's a one.
invent the car, sir. Invented the car. Through creation, then innovation, then invention. Right? Human being did
So you
not
want.
create.
So, all right, question. So, are you saying that it's nature created the car? That's what you're saying?
Eh? No, man.
Are you?
Nature created all the material, including the
material,
space.
and then
Including
Okay.
the space. Remember the word material come from matters, you know. Right?
Yeah.
From
Nature
matters.
created all of those material, but nature
All
did
of
not.
those.
Nature did not put. Hold on, nature did not put the iron and the wheel and them did everything together. Nature did not configure everything together. A man
No.
create that.
That's where that's where
But hold on.
that's where
Nature create the
initiation.
ideas. Hold on. Nature give us the ideas, which is innovation. The ideas come with innovation. But nature did not literally make the car, the physical car. A human create the physical car. And although human beings create the physical car, through innovation, the ideas that come through nature, through the spirit. Tell me what you get from that so far.
No, man. No, you leave out invention. You call invention. You call invention. That the work of the body, making the body of the car, he has to be innovated first, and then he invent, and then he initiate, then invent. Right? It is a standard that has, when it comes to the human body, the Bible teaches that Adam was the first man that was created. Eve was also created. But man now, after those two, Cain and Abel did not created. Right? They were born. So that is procreation. There is third. Out of nowhere did the first man come, then, so to speak, out of matter. The first creation took place. The Bible teaches that the word could be a thunder, like we have the thunderstorms, and you heard the universe speaking, right? Opening the locks with the thunder, the heat, the air, the water, that energy that bring forth everything, all the spaces for man and its invention. So creation would be above them, far away from them. That's what you want to equate with the Creator's job. Are you there, John? Seems to lose John. Let's see if
I'm hearing him.
You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Did you hear
And I'm saying,
what I said?
Yeah, man, I hear everything what you say, man. I hear everything you say. But what I'm saying, I am not comparing in comparison. We're not using comparison of the words. Which one is bigger? We all know that creation is the boss. And
Lord,
if
we
you
are
listen to the
not talking about
conversation,
bigger here. We are talking about the first
that's what
and its
you
name.
keep stating.
So what are you
You
stating
keep
then?
you keep using comparison with the words, which that is not the main point. The main point is what we are bringing across. Is that human beings can also create. That's what I'm trying to bring across to you, but you're not understanding that. Because all of those words still come from creation, same way. It's just different words for use in different contexts.
You are trying to tell me that there's no standard. No standard.
No, that's not what I said.
Then what are you saying then? You.
Already, you see, if you follow the conversation, you follow me what I'm saying.
Oh. Yeah, somebody's asking to name one thing that a human being create.
And I said it already, a car. A human being create a car.
Right? It a sound like you do not know now the meaning of creation. Right? Because I've already said to you that invention, innovation, invention, initiation, imitation. Right? So he can create the car. He make the car. He can fit up the car. Where did he get the material? Creation doesn't need material things, you know. Innovation needs material things.
The car. The man also create the car. But the man also create the car, but here only create the car.
How?
Because on the nature create the car, nature only create the materials and the resources for the man to use it to create the car.
No, so the word now change from creation to invention. Right? So the man would now create. The man now would invent. Because you have to keep creation
Which
in
if him,
standard.
if him invent, if the man invent, yes, he also invent. But the word invent, it still means to create. It still means to create.
No.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
Creation means it is independent of all materialism. That's what creation means, you know. That's why you cannot put them in the same standard. Because one of them you have to
That's
use
the reason why
material.
I ask you if it's nature create the car. And you said
No.
No, nature did not create the car. Nature created the materials.
Nature
and the resources.
Nature created the man. Right? Nature created the man. Right? The man through nature's innovation, right, makes the man invent the car using his instinct, his inner thoughts. That's what
I kind of know where your mind is. I kind of know where your mind is. You're going too much in yourself, which nothing wrong with that, but you have to go too deep. You have to come with, hold on, man. You have to come with.
No. Hold on. Is there such a thing? Hold on, man. May I ask a question on what you just said? Is there such a thing that you can go too much into your inner self? Your own institution. Because your inner self means your institution. So can we really go too far, or we are limitless in knowledge?
What are you saying? No, we're not limiting. within ourselves, you know, we can go as deep as we want within ourselves. But listen now, going too deep.
John,
Let me finish. Let me
hear all
finish.
of the
Let me
things
speak.
them
Let me
that you are
speak.
saying here.
Let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak. I'm not saying that we can go in ourselves, right? And no matter how deep you go, which nothing wrong with that, because knowledge we are searched for, so we have to go
But you
deeper.
said something wrong with that.
But let me
already
speak.
said
Let me speak. Let me speak.
Speak.
But what I'm saying is that if you're going too deep within your own philosophy, you have to have evidence or proof for back it up.
Eh?
Just as like the man will speak about the religion, he must use the Bible as a evidence. Don't. You can't go too much in yourself only. Wrong or am I right? You have to have evidence for you to back up.
You can if you're confident
Once it
in
correspond.
your and you have confidence in your creator. If you have doubt in yourself, then you will find it difficult, my brother. Once you're gonna find it difficult, my brother. Excuse me, let me take this call. Hello?
Yes, sir?
I'm on Monique, I'm on live. Right? I just try to accommodate your call. Right? I'm presently and yes.
Somebody else to go figure a word on a country for me.
I cannot deal. Listen now, I cannot talk that no. You understand?
Alright.
Misunka.
Let's get rid of that classes, man. The man there say.
Yes. Hope that now the conversation going nowhere, it seems. And I love a conversation that move.
Yeah, I don't think it's moving forward. I don't think it's moving forward.
Yes. The conversation not
It's keep
moving.
repeating, going back over.
Yeah. So, is there any other topic that, because we are not moving from here, because there's no way you going to tell me that man can create, because that will never register in a Tychicus Reginald Samuel Pussy Martin years vocab. That cannot register. So try as you may, that cannot register. Right? Just let me make that clear. Right? I have a mind of my own. Right? You too. Right? Right? So that can never register in my ears, because I know the difference between standard.
No, because what I think, you see, most persons or most philosophers, they have ideas from what they form within themselves, and they don't let go from that. They don't try to overstand what the other person is saying in order to try if it's saying, because to them have them what? To just stick to that.
What I want you to do, John, is to completely blow my mind. That when you explain it, there is no loophole for me to run. But the amount of loophole where you leave in explaining that to me, then you don't reach a level that you can convince me. Because you don't show me the point to convince me, right? To make my inner thoughts.
All right, let me
change.
Let me ask you a question. What does invent mean? Can you give me the definition of invent? And I'm not talking your own meaning in your own mind. Give me the international standard definition for invention.
So
and
what
then you give me
happened?
your meaning from
So hold on.
within.
Is there, hello, sir. Is there anything wrong with my own definition? Why I
I
have
did
to
not say
go?
that. I just asking you.
Hold on. Why do I have to go to a standard that someone has set for me?
That's the reason why I said
Answer, man.
have to have other evidence and reason, other sources in order to back up what you get within your instinct or your inner mind.
Good. How many things can you think of that has been listed in the books, which is wrong teaching?
Which
Do
books?
you know
Be
that
specific. Which book?
all the books, the dictionaries, the
Oh,
encyclopedias,
okay.
using all the Googles and all of them things there, you know how much of
Yeah,
their
all of them.
information has misinformation, right? So that is the reason why your own institution, your own intuition is the one you ought to rely on. Because it is the most trusted one. Why? Because if you're connected to the universe, you're connected to the Spirit, then the Holy Spirit will, let us use the computer terms, download those information to your institution, which is coming from the first hand of the universe. It has no time, it goes nowhere else to manipulate. Right? Like the Bible was translated with lots of time and space to manipulate. Right? So, your
All right,
institution
make it better.
is the best.
Let me make the conversation easier. Let me make the conversation easier. All right, we're not going to use the international definitions and meaning. We're not going to use no books at all. Whether the internet, the Google, the Bible, the natural books, the food books. We're not going to use no books and no Google. We're going to use our own institution there and battle it out. Let me see where your mindset is at. I see where your mindset is at.
John, tell the viewers where my mindset is at. The only thing you can tell them, this man's mindset is on naturality, the natural way of life. While you can easily
yeah, which
say,
no problem. Me not have no problem with that. Me not have no problem with that. Me can reason. Me can switch from both natural to artificial intelligence. So if me reason with, hold on, I'm not trying. If me reasoning with a Rastafarian, or a Christian, or a Muslim, or a Balad, or a Buddhist, what I would have to do is reason with them based on where their mindset is. If they stick to the Bible, me have to stick to the Bible with them. If them stick with nature, me have to stick to nature with them. You understand what I'm saying?
No, hold on. I want to make certain that I understand what you said. Because I only understand. Say it again.
Okay, what I'm saying.
Hold on. I can make it easier.
For instance,
are you saying to me, if you go to Rome, you have to do what the Romans do? Make a cut it short. Let me find out. Yes or no?
No. You're just gonna fit them on believe our terminology to reason back with them and fit them on context.
So tactics couldn't have done it. Well, no. To be tactful, couldn't have done it. Using tactics instead of the goal.
They're not tactful. That's what they're using, tactful enough. You're using tactics. A tactics when, all right, for instance, a Rasta man, you hear me? Or for instance, a Rasta man, and a Christian and a Muslim, and you name them, all other religions are doctrine, beliefs. They have different beliefs, different doctrines, right? The reason different, they use different terminology for a reason. What you have to do, you're going to use the tactics now, and use back their terminology, reason back with them in their context of reasoning. You're not going to use, for instance, a Christian not going to use nature for reason to get a point across. Christian is going to use a Bible, which me would not have to use Bible. I can use natural intelligence agrees with that Christian. So what I'm using there is tactics. And don't necessarily mean that I'm going to follow what the Christian is saying.
Just make room for a question here. So you'll be using tactics in using your own institution. You're using your intuition.
Are you asking if I'm going to use tactics instead of using my own intuition?
I said make way for a question. And that's what I did.
Yes, and I'm trying to rephrase or paraphrase the question. I'm trying to paraphrase the question. So are you saying that if I'm using tactics or if I'm using instead of using my own intuition, is that the question I'm asking?
No. That question would make sense. Because the tactics would be your own intuition you're using, right? All right, forget that. Forget that.
Please note, we're not running from conversation here. What we are here for, give me a chance to talk. Please note, and please be mindful of this. We do not run away from conversation. So, if we have a topic or a subject or a matter that we want to deal with, I want to solve that matter. I want to come to a conclusion with a resolution. What we do, we have to try find means and way how to complete the conversation so we can come to a final decision. When me and you leave here, the two will come with a conclusion and say, yeah, that's how it goes. Or no, that's not how it goes. We don't want to leave it open because remember some people come to listen to and they want to learn to. We don't run from conversation. So if we're talking about tactics and intuition, we're not going to run away, we're going to complete the conversation. You're running too fast. This is not a matter of a sharpshooter. We take good time,
I don't know how you get sharpshooting into this, because anyone that's shooting sharply or said, looking to win conversation, normally that is you who are trying to win the conversation. But what Taichikos really is about spreading the true knowledge of nature far and wide. So this generation, now the coming generation, are not confused, right? As they do now, right? You have many people here today in this generation do not know from whence they came. Marcus Garvey said, a nation that knew not from whence they came is doomed for destruction, something like that. Not the exact word, which is so right. All right, a nation that know not where they're from is an enslaved nation, right? So I want the coming generation to remove from that levels that they are, and do not allow Junior Reid to remind you that Babylon released the chain and I use them brain. We want every single individual forward in this generation know the difference of AI intelligence, artificial intelligence, and also equally know the difference of the official intelligence, which is the natural intelligence, and ought to be schooled properly, and which of them is the higher standard, if it is artificial intelligence or the official intelligence. That's why we dwell so much on nature. All right? Your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go,
All right, before we go.
how long does this live gone already? Does it reach an hour?
I don't no, when I think I'll be off soon, you know. So
Yeah. Don't let the conversation. Don't let this live go over an hour. Not dictating. I mean, I should give you advice. I don't think you should let them.
John, you cannot do those things and say you're not doing. Right? I think the better way to say, John, sorry to dictating, but don't do the thing and say you're not. It is the very thing I'm telling that we don't want to confuse the coming generation with. Right? Now they heard you saying that you're not doing that and exactly what you're doing. Right? So you must say, I'm sorry to dictate to you. Right? That is what we want the youth them to come and grasp. The proper thing. Right? You get me? Me no want the youths them to come and said,
Come on.
when them ask how you exist on earth, like they told us, I born 1957, that baby come in a plane. Right? If I did not use my own intuition, right, and look and see the female's belly high for a time, and after a time the belly gone down, then there's an addition, I would be still saying a baby drop plane, because that is what they were teaching. False information, and it spread far and wide in the dictionary, in the Bible, in the study books, right? All those false information, those fiction, something that they fixed just to fix you. They fix it to fix you so that you don't know the truth. Right? Now look, all right, I'm gonna mention a current affair. What I do here, right? I heard that there's a law. All right, there's an amended law for toy guns. For toy guns, imitation firearms in the country. I don't know if you ever heard that news. And the sentence now is 15 years if you are caught with an imitation.
I'm aware of that.
All right, good. Now,
but it did.
Can you allow me to finish? And then you can come in. The law was in effect long time. So, right? But I think they had now just upgraded the sentences, right? But from its initial staging, right, for the law to come into place, well, we can argue that knowledge have increased from when the first law were given. comes into operation to now, right? And everything has increased, in the use of toy guns and the use of official guns. Now, wouldn't it be better at the point of initiation to ban the toy guns than to make them available for the youth to criminalize themselves with? Why then you make it available? Right? One, we don't have a factory out here, you can correct me on this, can very well be, that makes toy guns. It doesn't have a factory here that makes dildos. So why the authorities allow these things to come in the country, to nip it in the bud? Why didn't they stop it from the first stage? Can you wrap your brain around that? Jean? Jean?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing. You hearing me? But
Yes, man.
you hearing me? What?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
What's the
You weren't
question?
hearing.
What's
You
the
weren't.
question I asked? No,
Oh,
I
you
was
weren't
hearing
hearing me
about it.
then.
Where it
You
got
were.
interrupted is the part where you asked in the question. Did you ask a question in the last part?
No, I said to wrap your brain around that. If it makes sense. Why didn't they stop it instead of allowing it to come in? Then the youth them have a chance to use it, and then they charge them for it.
Okay, my belief or my opinion on that. I don't really follow politics too much like that, but I'm gonna give you my opinion based on that. As you said, you stated earlier, they banned toy guns, but the main thing that they say that persons will be imprisoned for 15 years is for illegal or any gun that you try to impersonate of the legal gun. So they said
Pluto,
toy guns. You can also
Jean, don't be smart. Don't. It's the same thing I tell you, right? Right? Whether toy gun, imitation gun, right? It means the same thing,
all
sir.
right. Based on
Right? Right?
all right,
It means the same thing.
let me specify that because
An object,
based on what the headline me reading from it, I'm giving my opinion
Yeah.
based on the headline. What means, sir, the headline state that a lethal weapon, not legal, lethal weapon, or they said toy gun, because they say a person with a toy gun can also find themselves in the same position, but
Of someone
the Prime
who
Minister
has
said
a
was
lethal weapon. The person with the toy
all
gun
right, lethal.
can find them. Hello, sir. The person with the toy gun can find themselves in the same position of a man that has the lethal weapon. That's what
Yeah,
you're
that's what
saying.
I'm saying. Are you listening?
Yes.
No, I never
Man.
finished that. I never finished. I did not finish. You rebut me, so I did not finish. So I was just stating from the headline that I saw some persons, you have some criminals in Jamaica that is made in some, they call it one pop. Another name for it is one pop. which is the same lethal weapon that I must say. It make from the original gun. All right, the toy gun, the Prime Minister did not stay directly to the toy gun, which is a water gun. They did not stay, but they said person with a water gun trying to impersonate. If you use a water gun as an impersonation to exploit someone, then you can find yourself in the same position as a person who made the lethal weapon.
What if it is not a water gun? What if it is not a water gun?
15 years. If it is a water gun,
I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about the charges now. I'm talking about the type of toy gun. You are specifying water gun. What if it is that? You know you have some toy. Well, you know you have some toy gun. Let me make it easier. That you click it and it busts and make a sound cloud instead of water coming out of it. You know you have those. Me used to, my bigger brother then used to buy one, can come give me when me a little boy, a country. And Peter Tosh had reminded me that I no good something, right? And him reminded me and said, when Christmas come, you buy the youth a pretty toy gun, right? Right? Now, we don't have a toy gun factory out here. The government were making money and still making money of those imported things on the island, making them available, right, for the youths to have it to their disposal, right? And when they use it, just like the first gun were not made to really harm people. The first gun that was invented, not created, John, were invented to scare birds from the cornfields. Right? That's what the first gun that they have now, unaliving people. It was made for the sounds it gave. Plow! To scare the crows so they don't eat the human corns. That's what it was. But with the developing world and knowledge increase, they have made them more sophisticated, more deadly to unalive people. The whole thought is back on the toy gun, right? We don't have a factory, or if we do, I can be corrected. Then, if it is not so, the material comes from abroad. So one way or the other, I don't think it is really right to let the youths them have these things to their disposal and charge them. Control your ports. Regardless of how people are smart, how they would put in a rice bag, even the lethal weapons. If the government did showing any level of efficiency, they would have put a damper onto that, whether toy or lethal gun weapons from coming in the island if they weren't benefiting from it, right?
Based on my opinion, I don't think them banned the water gun, because listen now, they said if you use the water gun also as an impersonator, that's what it said, if you use it, you can find yourself in the same position as man.
Me and you know that it has been used.
Do you understand what I say?
Hello, sir. The water gun has been used to rob, rape, and intimidate. Right? Not even the
No,
water
if
gun.
that
Where you are?
happening, I would have said that is a
Where,
reset,
where you
right?
are?
Those things.
A 5
Me not have no
cent,
full proof.
a $5 can use as the nozzle of a gun under your t-shirt. Just the nozzle to show you how naive people are. Right? Just want to see the nozzle of a gun. I've seen it. I've seen policemen run away from criminal that has no gun but has a 5 cent under his t-shirt. Put his finger on top of it and it pointed out like a nozzle. And the policeman
Give
with
me.
the real gun in his hand ran like thief. Right? I've witnessed this.
I don't understand. How you said the person put that $5 on his shirt, on the outside of his shirt? Because
No,
me not getting that,
underneath.
you know. Me want to learn. I want to learn that. How they do that. Is it that you're
No,
saying
you
that they
put
put the
the
$5 in
you
front?
use your finger to hold on the $5. Even $1 can do it. And make it print
Oh,
out from a
is it that you
distance
put the
like the
$5
nozzle of
between
a
your
gun.
two fingers? Hold on, I'm not
One
getting it. I'm
finger.
not getting it. Is it that?
Lord God, you,
Hold on.
what that you, where you there? You have on a shirt?
Yeah.
Right?
So if I have
Just
on
take
a
up a
shirt now,
coin.
yes.
Just take up a coin and put it on the
Yeah, man,
tip
I have a
of your
coin.
towel. Yeah, I put it by any one of your finger and push it through your shirt and see it bulge out like the nozzle of a gun.
Okay, got you now. Makes sense. All right.
Right? Right? So we would have known that the toy guns can, yes, water guns, or the one that use the sulfur and the pop, right? Any one of them can use to intimidate, right? And to rob and to rape, right? Any one of them. So from its initial stages, I'm saying they shouldn't have been allowed on the island.
Which
Right?
I agree with that in some cases that the water gun, if they're gonna ban the water gun, that means they should not let it in the country. I agree with that. But I
Good.
mean, my opinion based on the headline, it has said if persons only use it, that is if the person use it as an impersonator, which anyway you take it at the same thing, it ever come back. Yeah man, you're right. Yeah man. Alright, let's not go further on that.
Yeah. No, I'm going a little further. And I'm going a little further because there's another thing that has been imported in the island, and government watches it, making big bucks of it, and it is damaging to the human being. That's the artificial penis. Right? The one you call the dildo. Right? Those are useless materials. Taxpayers' money being used to import it in the island. Them have to pay some duty to import those things in the island. Every human being that God has created with an organ, an official organ. All of the other organs that had been imported in the island is artificial organ. So what the government is encouraging, high on their list, is artificial intelligence. Right? That's what is high. That is what they are pushing. Artificial intelligence, meaning that yes, artificial penis, artificial buttocks, artificial yes, it's okay. And while you do that, what has that been said and meant? Where the official things are concerned, should they disrespect their naturality and goes for artificial intelligence? So the dildo, they have been imported on the island. We don't have a dildo factory out here, right? So we have to.
My opinion is that they should ban all sex toys.
And not only sex toy, all human body parts. So am I right? Could I be wrong there? How about a man that having heart transplant, and that has saved so many lives? So I need to pull back. I think there ought to be more specific, because what is happening now, the side effects that those things, unnecessary body part causes after a period of time, causing the health sector to be crowded with unnecessary sickness. Yeah? Right?
All right, I'm gonna rebut.
Yes.
Just giving you advice. I think if you should cut the live, end the live, and rejoin back the live. I can't give you reasons off here when the time comes. It's up to you if you don't mind.
If you don't mind, I will actually do. I was making the last point and was going to end the live because I really need.
Okay, if you make it the last point, then you can go ahead and make the last point instead.
No, I have already.
Just continue. Like how you should end it.
No, my last point was about the dildo that has been now coming in the country, and here is the unfairness of it. In Jamaica, I don't want you to play as if you don't know that the fastest selling thing in Jamaica is sex. And it sells so fast and hard that today hardly any relationship is real. All of them has been money driven. The sale of sex, whether you go to side road, front road, or back road and serve, or it has been done.
We hardly can find a genuine relationship now in present
genuine relationship.
Most relationships are situationships right now.
Yeah, but you have to buy your husband or your wife, right? Yes, it's a situation where now you have to buy your husband or your wife, because they allow this thing from generation to generation to get out of hand, right? Now, they don't have a clue how to stop this. And seeing the levels of fake relationship going on, causing lots of problem, like suicide. They are wondering why the suicide rate is going up like that. It could be unfair relationship just cannot take certain things. Some just a anything or so. Fake relationship, fakeness is rampant on the island. And some of these people that you hear missing, it's stemming from fake relationship because of the sales of the human body, right? Money, right? So I said all of that to say this. All of us were created with a penis. So we don't have to buy a penis from abroad. No. All of us, the land were blessed, and it can plant the carrot, the chocho, and the food to strengthen the penis. So there shouldn't be any quarrel or fuss about ineffective penis. Once you feed your body well, you're obedient to nature, right? So I'm not buying where the girls them go and tell me about the dildo is better than the human penis. Don't come to me with those crap. One, it cannot increase the population. Right? No matter how stimulating it will make you feel, how good, but there is a side effects that it's gonna leave on you once again, where it turns right to the health fraternity, that delicate health position that supposed to be free-handed to save a life. But because of your bad practices, right, you mash up yourself with dildo, right? When nice, clean, nice penis are here that you could have turned to, but you choose to mash up yourself with an object that simply do not work, right? The thing that hurts most of all, I with my natural penis has to pay to go in the vagina, while the dildo have a free passage to go in. The one that will damages them can go in free to damage them, and the one that will build them has to pay to get in. How does that work out, John? I think John has disappeared. All right. So at this point in time, I thank you for joining. Hope you learned something from the discussion. But this is where we'll say so long on Nature's Way. That's the name of the program. One Way, Nature's Way. I'm out.